Hello and welcome to episode number 14 of Real Talk Real Estate here on the Area Advantage page. Hope everyone is having a phenomenal day. I apologize for getting started a little bit behind the hour. It has been an extremely busy day, an extremely busy past couple of weeks, and really just had a lot of business going on, which is phenomenal, which actually brings me to the topic I want to talk about today. If you follow my page and you've seen some of the other information or other videos that I've posted in the past, some of my edited videos and things, you may have seen a video I posted talking about the myth that people aren't buying or selling homes during the winter. The truth is a lot of people traditionally believe that the spring and summer are the two busiest months in real estate, which can be the case, but they also think that means that people are not looking or buying homes during the wintertime, or that people aren't selling or getting activity on their listings during the wintertime. And I just wanted to kind of go out on a live video here to explain that that is absolutely just not the case. The truth is there could be a diminished number of people who are in the market looking for a home during the wintertime. But if you're a seller and your home's on the market, don't take it off. The people who are out actually still looking around during the winter months, especially if it's been snowing or cold or any of the other stuff that we've been experiencing here in Southwest Indiana, off and on, obviously with the warmer temperatures interladen in there as well, those people are typically going to be the people who are more likely ready to make an offer on a home. If they're getting out in the weather and in the elements and doing these things to take a look at homes, they're probably pretty serious buyers. Now, I know, I don't know if you saw my post I put on there the other day, but last week was the busiest week I've ever had in my entire real estate career. In over a decade in real estate, last week in January, I sold more homes for a higher volume of sales than any other week in my entire real estate career. So people are absolutely out looking and purchasing homes. Also, in addition to that, anybody who is out looking around, because a lot of sellers think that it's a bad time to sell their house, if you are selling at this point in time, you have less competition on the market, which is a better thing for you as well. Everybody knows the law of supply and demand. Demand is going to stay pretty constant. If that supply goes down, that means there's more people looking for less houses, which means you have an opportunity to possibly sell your home in a shorter amount of time for more money because you have a better negotiating position. Now, on the flip side, there's a lot of people who say, hey, I'm not going to look at a home right now. I know it's wintertime. There's not a lot of homes coming on the market. Probably not going to be anything for me. I'm just going to kind of stay put, stay where I'm at, maybe sign a lease and extend for another year just to see what happens. Also not necessarily the case. I do know that there are people during the winter months who are in a position where they're actually contemplating putting their homes on the market. I actually met with 2 clients today who are looking at getting their homes ready to put on the market. So there's absolutely people who are considering listing their home even during these winter months. So that's something that you need to consider as well. Even though people think it's kind of slowing down, there's not as much activity during this time period, that's not always going to be the case. So if you're kind of looking at purchasing a home and you're saying, hey, the inventory is low, I don't see a lot of homes coming on the market, I'm just going to stay put, I'm not going to do that, kind of keep in the back of your head that there are people who are thinking about putting their homes on the market. And also that if they're thinking about doing it in the next month or 2 or even 3, sometimes they're calling real estate agents and they're saying, hey, I'm thinking about getting my home listed this spring. What do I need to do? What do I need to update? What kind of changes do I need to make? And if they're doing that and they're talking to their agents, if you have a good real estate agent that you're working with, they kind of know in the back of their head that there are different properties that might exist that may be ready to list a little bit sooner and be able to get those deals negotiated for you without even ever seeing those homes hit the market. I can tell you right now, I just sold a home last week to a buyer of mine that I knew they had a home that they were looking for, and I knew that I had a seller who was kind of considering putting their home on the market, and I was able to actually match them up and put a deal together prior to anybody else even having the competition to get it in there because I have such a great relationship and network of people that I work with that I know kind of, hey, I got a buyer who needs this, I got a seller who has this, how can I match them up together to put a deal together to make everybody come out ahead? So wintertime may be considered a slow time in real estate, but the truth is it's absolutely not. You need to make sure that you're actually talking to a real estate professional to let them know what you're looking for if you're buying, or let them know what your plans are if you're selling, because there's a lot of times that there are still ways to put things together. I apologize, I just had a phone call come in. Forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So, like I said, If you're thinking of buying or selling in the next year, make sure that you're talking to a real estate agent because they're going to be able to help you out. If you could, let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions about getting your home listed or sold during the wintertime, or if you're a buyer and you're looking at making a purchase in the next year. If you have any questions about the process or how to get things going, I'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to share this information with anybody you know who's thinking of making a move because I think it's good information for them to kind of have in case they have any fears or any worries about the process. Also, if you have any questions or any topics that you'd like to see me cover, be sure to send me a 812-779-6273, and I'd be happy to hear from you, or you can comment or message me anytime as well. I'd love to get a conversation started and have additional episodes on what you want to see on Real Talk Real Estate. Hope you all had a great day. I look forward to doing this next week.